There's a movement sweeping across the nation, and that's a movement for change. Right here in Central Florida, there's a candidate who exemplifies that change, Alan Grayson, Democratic candidate for Congress in the 8th District. Hello and welcome to American Journal. Today you will hear about an exceptional individual, Alan Grayson, who has overcome many obstacles in his life to achieve success and has taken on the biggest corrupt defense contractors and won victories for our troops and for you, the taxpayers. Now, Alan is running for Congress to continue to fight on your behalf.
I'm thrilled that there's a real fighter showing up for Central Florida.
Alan is the perfect progressive candidate.
Alan has the experience.
Tonight, keeping him honest.
The development fund of Iraq was looted by war profiteers and war whores.
To the American people about the Bush administration's mismanagement of the war in Iraq.
Clearly the war has gone
whistleblower lawsuits against.
Alan Grayson is a principal at Grayson, Klugli and Hoffman, a law firm he founded in 1991 in the area of government contract law. Prior to starting the firm, Mr. Grayson was a founder and president of IDT Corporation, today a publicly traded billion-dollar telecommunications company. Mr. Grayson, why don't we call on you to proceed?
Thank you very much, Senator. My name is Alan Grayson. I'm an attorney. I represent whistleblowers in the first case involving fraud by a government contractor in Iraq to be unsealed by the court. In our case, the Bush administration has not lifted a finger to recover tens of millions of dollars that our whistleblowers allege was stolen from the government. One of our whistleblowers, a Custer Battle subcontractor and former FBI agent, was recruited to participate in this scheme. He refused twice and said, "You all are going to prison." The second time, he was held at gunpoint in Baghdad, stripped of his weapons and security identification, and then he was released, defenseless, on the streets of Baghdad. I'm talking about Americans holding guns on Americans.
Tom Foreman of CNN has called Alan a leading critic of the war in Iraq. The Wall Street Journal said Alan Grayson is waging a one-man war against contractor fraud in Iraq. Vanity Fair has called Alan a crusader against government contractor fraud.
An earlier wartime president, Abraham Lincoln, had this to say about war profiteers when he proposed enactment of the Whistleblowers False Claims Act 73 years ago. Abraham Lincoln said, "Worse than traitors in arms are the men who pretend loyalty to the flag, feast and fatten on the misfortunes of the nation, while patriotic blood is crimsoning the plains of the South and their countrymen moldering the dust." As Lincoln himself said in the Gettysburg Address, it's far beyond my poor power to add or detract from what he said. But let history note that as patriotic blood is crimsoning the plains of the Sunni Triangle, and as our countrymen lie moldering in the dust, some people at Halliburton, with their Super Bowl parties and their stock options, feast and fatten on the misfortunes of this nation while pretending nothing but loyalty to the flag. Thank you very much.
Alan's story is the quintessential American success story. As incredible as it sounds, through hard work and perseverance, he went from the projects in the Bronx to graduate from Harvard to starting what became a Fortune 500 telecommunications company with billions of dollars in sales, to testifying before Congress as an attorney for whistleblowers. Now Alan wants to go to Congress to give others the opportunity to live their American dream by helping to pass laws and incentives to help working families.
Alan is a champion for the people and is a person of integrity.
Alan literally fights.
There's nothing wrong with cutting taxes. I think that ordinary people, people in the middle class, people in the working class, they're the ones who deserve a tax break. But what we've done is we've cut taxes on the millionaires, and we haven't found any way to pay for it. So we've gone from a situation 6 years ago when we were 9 years away from eliminating the federal debt entirely to a situation where we're borrowing $500 billion a year, which amounts to over $5,000 for every family of four. in America. Top issues are, first, the war, secondly, immigration, third, energy prices. $3 a gallon gas is very much on people's minds every single day. And fourth, the cost of health care, and in particular health insurance. In each of those issues, there's a lot of room for improvement. Everybody knows that there is a better way. Everybody knows that there is a right way to do these things.
As we've just heard, Alan Grayson wants to give working families a ladder of opportunity to help make their own American dream possible. But he can't do it alone. He needs your help in his campaign for Congress. How can you help? There are 3 simple things you can do. 1. Order free copies of this DVD you are watching now and share it with your neighbors, friends, and family. 2. Sign up to volunteer and make phone calls to voters on behalf of Alan. 3. Make a donation, whatever you can afford, $10 or $100. Every dollar helps to reach more voters. Simply go online to www.graysonforcongress.com or call 407-228-9840. Get involved today and be part of the change.